Shalom, I'm Alex Lederman, and after our break for the holidays, I'm excited to welcome you back to Israel Policy Pause. Israel's elections are only 6 days away. While many have pointed out that policy issues are not exactly at the forefront of the political discourse in this election cycle, the results will nevertheless have significant policy implications. One issue in particular to look out for is efforts to weaken Israel's justice system. So-called judicial reform has long been a hallmark issue of the pro-Netanyahu right wing, who sees the high court as too liberal and as a burdensome check on their power over the past decade. Religious Zionism leader Bezalel Smotrich recently unveiled a plan that includes some sweeping policy proposals in line with this view. He's even conditioned his participation in a government on adoption of this plan, which includes allowing 61 MKs, a simple majority, to override decisions of the Supreme Court, changing the makeup of the Judicial Selection Committee so that it includes a majority of politicians rather than legal professionals, splitting the role of Attorney General into 3 different positions, and crucially, annulling the law against breach of trust. This last point is particularly relevant for Netanyahu, given that he is defending himself against that very charge in the Jerusalem District Court. Smotrich has said that this law would not be applied retroactively to cancel Netanyahu's trial, but legal experts are saying that, as it is written, it would apply indeed to ongoing cases. Netanyahu, for his part, has kept Smotrich's proposal at arm's length, saying that while he and Likud will consider it, policy is determined by the largest party and by the prime minister, not by a satellite party like Religious Zionism. That being said, Netanyahu and his top allies in the Likud, many of whom rose to positions of prominence in the party in the recent primary, have long championed these or similar policy proposals. It has long been evident that Netanyahu seeks to cancel his trial and to evade justice, and for the first time, it's looking like he could get a government that would be able to deliver him that result. The implications for Israeli democracy are similarly bleak, because we're looking at an erosion of checks and balances in the government, rendering the Supreme Court and the justice system powerless against the whims of a Knesset majority. That's it for this week's Israel Policy Pause. If you rely on Israel Policy Forum for credible, informational, and thoughtful analysis, please make a gift today to ensure that Israel Policy Forum continues to have an impact. Donate now at israelpolicyforum.org/support. We'll be back next week, the day after the elections, to unpack what just happened. Until then, yalla bye.